Hey people, welcome to the Friday evening stream. It is 6:30 p.m. Around 24 degrees Celsius here in Toronto. A very nice warm day today. Hope you're all doing well, all ready for the weekend. Hello Gertish, good to see you. What's up James Carter? Hello Chowdhury, Zach the Ontario Transit fan. Greetings Yogi and William Elliott. Hello Jenry Kramer and Craig O'Connor. Good to see you all. Mike Landry's in the house. Hello Mike. Alicia Lewis, good to see you. Mr. Majestic. What's up, Picard? Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Greetings, Sebastian. Hello, Marg. I'm on the east side at Dundas and Jarvis. Not Dundas and Darvis, no, but Dundas and Jarvis. Hey, Mr. Adams Apple, hello. Let's start by heading north up Jarvis. This is going to be a downtown walk. Hey, Jan Neeson, hello. And I think a couple of other people are out streaming simultaneously, I believe, but that happens sometimes, right? Hey, Rob Mahoney, hello. Hello, Lena, good to see you. Hello, Prayera Carrington. Welcome, Cam. Glad you could all make it. Maybe some of you are doing double duty or triple duty even. Hey, Howard Charco, how you doing? And Jillian Felix. Oh, neat. You can see those two new buildings under construction over on Yonge Street from here. Brent Sheehan. Snipes are possible, I suppose, yeah. Depending on which way everyone's going. I'm going north right now up Jarvis Street. Hey, Mark M. Hello, Suzanne. It is a very ideal evening for walking. John Nicholson, Mark Lang. Hey, Rob Mahoney, what's up? Of Sunshine, good evening. Leo Chung, hello. And Navindat is in the house. $2 super. Ken, have a nice Friday walking weekend. Cheers, Navin. Welcome to the stream. Thank you once again for all the awesome support. Whenever you pop in, it's always a pleasure. Cheers, Navin Dat. Much appreciated. What's up, John O'Meara? Alvin Maish, hello. Or Massey. I always mispronounce your name, Alvin. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll just call you Alvin. Sloan, I don't think Sloan had a meet and greet. Even if they did, I don't think I would have done it anyway. I just wanted to go hear the tunes. If I happen to meet some of the Sloan guys organically, that's cool. Like through friends or something like that. I don't think I want to go out of my way to just meet someone because I'm a fan or something like that. But it was a good show, pretty short. They played a few songs from the new album and a few songs from some of their past albums of the 90s and whatnot. Just a very quick show, like less than an hour. Hello, Nature Explorer.
What is it on? Not consent to being recorded.
I wouldn't even line up to meet Paul or Ringo either. I think I'm just going to walk around downtown tonight. Maybe we'll go up one street and down another street and along another street and back up and back down and all around. Hey, Lorraine McLean, good to have you. Yeah, just a good old-fashioned wander, I think, tonight. Crossing Carlton. Hey, buttery Sprite. It's going good. Kevin Hawthorne, hello. Johnny's near the Sky Dome. Yeah, isn't there a Jays game tonight? I figured he'd be watching the game. Maybe he still plans to do that. I assume the game hasn't started yet. I'm not watching it. I'll be streaming. Before. Alright, continuing north up Jarvis. Maybe I'll just take us all the way up to Bloor Street. Hey, no clue. Hello, hello. Yeah, why wouldn't we be still friends? We talk pretty regularly. I think him and I are just trying to stay grounded and immune from whatever else is going on. As much as possible anyway. I know it's not completely possible, but as much as possible. Yeah, it just happens sometimes, Jillian. It's a nice night, you know. Nice busy Friday night. Chances are a few of us might want to stream on a night like this, and I guess that's what happened tonight. It's not like any big conspiracy or anything. No one's out to get anyone. Yeah, I don't pay much attention to sports either. This is just any other Friday to me. Hey Serge, how you doing? I do more often stream on Thursdays than on Fridays, but I didn't stream last night because of the Sloan show. Just the timing of it wasn't right, so I figured, okay, I'll just stream on Friday instead of Thursday, because I can just stream whenever I want, right? I don't have to stream on Thursday if I don't want to. Here's Jarvis Collegiate, big old high school. I've always thought this looks like one of those high schools you see in movies about an inner city school with rough kids and a tough new principal has to come and kind of crack down on all the All the school shenanigans. Just looks like one of those schools, you know? Yeah, and yesterday was a rainy, gloomy day for a lot of the day. It cleared up in the evening though, but I don't think anyone was too sure what the weather would be like in the evening, so maybe they just decided to sit it out. Hey, don't eat the squid. Yeah, it did seem pretty random. Alright, let's cross. To Sir with Love. Yeah, I guess that movie sort of qualifies, right? I was thinking like Stand and Deliver. Cheers, John O'Meara. Can't believe it's almost October already. Hello, Jada. Welcome. Glad you could catch the stream. I guess it's actual Friday Eve now, not pretend Friday Eve. Like when I stream on Thursdays, we jokingly call it Friday Eve. But now this is the real Friday Eve tonight. Hey, Karen on the Humber, welcome. And Atlantic Dreamer. Yeah, it's quite warm in Toronto tonight too. Like 26 Celsius or something at one point today, I think. What's up, Kurt D? Getting close to Bloor. Evening Jefferson. Yeah, let's hope it's a nice long fall, right? Nice long pleasant fall with warm days and cool nights. Do it right. Fall, do it right. Hey, good evening, Greg. It's Saturday Eve. That's right, Howard. Well, it's sort of a plan I had, Cam. I guess I still have time. I don't know about a stream, but I was thinking a pre-recorded video. Hey, Lord of Arc Midnight. Hello, Ramil. Good to have you. I can't guarantee it though, Cam, but we'll see. We'll see if it actually happens. At least I did manage to make one little video earlier this year going to the island. What's up, Fat Tony? Hello. Yeah, Cam, I just did a video in the summer. I rode the ferry to the island and just got out and took a quick look around, but then just got back on the ferry and rode it back because I just wanted to get the skyline views from the ferry. That was the main point of that video. Awesome skyline views. So I didn't really explore the island, but I was on it. I technically went there. Lemon pledge, yeah, no doubt. Hey, would like to sleep. Yeah, those ferries are old. They're supposed to get new ones, I think, right? I'm gonna update the ferry fleet. Oh no, my shoelace came undone. These shoes Never ever want to stay tied up. Hey, funny dog, what's up?
Yeah.
Find a place to put my gimbal down where there's not a person already there. I'll tie up my shoe. These waterproof shoes, the laces have this coating on them, right? And they don't stay tied up very well. They slip apart. If you walk too vigorously, if they jiggle around, it'll start to slip apart. And I tend to walk pretty vigorously. My foot jerks forward really fast when I walk. The laces whip all over the place. Hey, Mo Coffee, hello. Right, we're at church. Yeah, Velcro. That was sort of a fad, right? The Velcro shoes. That didn't last very long. I mean, you can probably still get them, but I mean, they were really popular with everybody for a while. Almost everyone had Velcro shoes, and then they just fell out of popularity. Remember, I had some. And I haven't had any probably since the late 80s or something like that. Alright, I'll put the gimbal down. Vigorous walking is more intense than brisk walking. I do both. I walk briskly and vigorously all at once.
With me. So I did like 3 of them. What am I getting? Fuck you, that word is not appropriate.
Got some like idiot back there. Hey Darren, hello. What's up, Math Doctor? Maybe he'll say that to the wrong person one day and he'll find himself in a very unpleasant situation. Hey, Aaron Hockey. Hey, greetings, Two Tucks. Concerned citizen. It's a little humid, not like as bad as it has been a few days previously, but I definitely feel some humidity the more I walk. And if I walk quickly, as I usually do, yeah, I'm starting to get a bit sweaty here.
I feel like probably so much has happened.
It was just a slight humidex today, though, nothing too major. He wasn't talking to me, I don't know, he was just talking to any random person who happened to walk past him. He's obviously not right in the head. Hey, magic eraser. Alright. Here we go. He gave me a slight honk of thank you. A polite thanks, dude honk. A very light one.
No, but you know, I swear on my life.
Guy doing some wheelies over there. He's just wheeling all the way along Bloor Street. It's on an electric bike too. Right, we're approaching Bay Street. I'm thinking I'll walk south down Bay. We went north up Jarvis. Now let's go south. Missed the light. Oh well. See a jet streaking across the sky way, way, way up there. Missing the big city, Suzanne? Well, at least you can watch it virtually, right? With me, with Johnny, with Sapand. Got a lot of options tonight.
Looks like it is.
Good to hear, Jillian. She's having a very enjoyable text conversation, I think. Getting dark so soon now. What do we got going on here?
For us, it's like, okay, you're.
Bay Street's busy tonight too. I bet you Yonge Street is hopping big time. We might end up on Yonge Street, of course, at some point later on. All right, cheers, Suzanne. It happens sometimes, Fat Tony. know if there'll be any sniping happening. I guess we'll see. I am heading down towards where Johnny is, if he's still down by the Sky Dome. I'm heading in that direction at least.
Yeah.
But I imagine he's going to watch the game, so he'll probably wrap up his stream. In order to watch the game later. Maybe he's meeting friends and they're going to go somewhere and watch the game. In a bar on TV or something like that. Or maybe he's just going to hop on the subway and go home. We cracked 200 viewers though. That's pretty good considering there's lots of competition tonight. Cheers everyone for checking out the stream. Got some dancing going on over here.
I know.
Southdown Bay. Maybe it'll take us down into the financial district. This is a different pizza box condo. This one isn't as pizza boxy looking as the other one down on Queens Quay. It is a similar design though. The other one, the boxes are offset from one another a lot more. Shawarma. By the way, after my stream ended last time, I went and got a falafel and it was quite good. I ended up going to this independently owned place on Dundas, not the chain one. The falafel was only $6 even, so that wasn't too bad. But while I was waiting, another customer was in there arguing with the owner of the business. He was very unhappy with the fact that he got charged tax on his purchase. And they were yelling at each other. It even got physical for a moment. And the owner kept telling him, you know, you have to pay tax. That's what you do. You pay tax. You can't not pay tax. And the other guy was not having it. He refused to pay tax. That went on for quite a while before the guy finally left. mean, we'd all like to not pay the tax, right? But I think it's kind of just something you have to do. No matter how much you complain and yell about it. I don't know what he thought. The guy would just say, okay, you don't have to pay tax. You're special. But when they were making my falafel, they asked if I wanted hot sauce, and I said, just a little bit, like just a tiny bit, because I don't like things too hot and spicy. And then the guy like put a huge blob of hot sauce, and I was like, oh. And when I ate it, I definitely felt that, and I felt it the next day even. That's right, the tax man. Declare the pennies on your eyes. Alright, continuing south down Bay Street. Hey, Diane Brighton. Yeah, and the falafel is almost as filling as the burritos I buy. And it's a few dollars cheaper too. Maybe I'll go back to eating more falafels again. Not quite as filling, but place is hopping.
I always like we'll get
Hey, Ken Lan and Mammy True. Welcome to the stream. There's an Ontario Northland bus. I wonder if it's going to North Bay. That's a full-size one too. I noticed they have some shorter buses in their fleet now, but this is one of the big ones. I didn't see what was on the front of it. There's a good chance it's going to North Bay though. It could be going to Sudbury also. I'm sure they'd enjoy that, Fat Tony. I'm sure they'd enjoy that very much. I'm on Bay Street, Ken. Bay and College. Falafel's a wrap. It's like a wrap type thing with chickpea patties inside. Give it lots of texture. Sort of a meaty experience, even though there's no meat in it. Like fried chickpea patties, or balls, chickpea balls, I guess, stuck inside. Yeah, they're vegetarian, a falafel. Oedipus wants to know how long civilization will last. I have a feeling that it'll outlast any of us watching the stream anyway. Considering how many times it's been predicted for it to come to an end in one way or another, and we're still here. Atrafana, hello. You had a falafel and you feel awful? Yeah, the first time I had a falafel was from a Lebanese restaurant in Ottawa. Ottawa is known for their good Lebanese food, right? Their shawarma in particular. Welcome. Can't see your name here. Rinaldo, welcome, watching from Caracas. Welcome to the stream. It's an OPP police cruiser there. Ontario Provincial Police. You don't see them downtown very often. They cruise the highways mainly. Hey, Peter Bradfield. Hello, hello. The sweaty balls. Thankfully it's not too humid tonight, so I don't have that problem. crossing Girard. I don't know, you got me, Carmageddon. Yo, crikey. Let's go back to the other side. Already like an hour into the stream. Crossing Elm. What do I think each month of the summer? I usually think it's too hot. And I can't wait until fall. That's usually what I think. But now we're in fall and it's still kind of too hot. And we're back down to Dundas again. We started the stream at Dundas and Jarvis. Went all the way up to Bloor. And now we're back down at Dundas on Bay here. It's a nice lively Friday, right, Mr. Majestic? guess Johnny's going to watch the game now, I guess. Hey, Christos. It's a tad humid, I was saying. Not too bad though. I can feel it. Hey, cheers, Michael. Chris Mills, good evening. This car wants to pull backwards. Yvonne Atherton, welcome. Sort of quiet part of Bay Street here before we get into the financial district. Kind of an ominous looking van here. Who or what are they transporting through Toronto in that van? Hello, Ida. Welcome. Happy Friday, or is it Saturday Eve? I don't think Alan Kay is in the chat tonight, but he'd get that joke. City Hall. Colin K was in my premiere last night, so he's not missing or anything as far as I can tell. Oh, look, we got the bike rave over here. Let's see if we can get a look at the bike rave. That's always fun to watch. Where are they emerging though? They're all coming from City Hall. Looks like they're just going up Bay Street. They're basically going where I just was, so I was hoping they'd turn back down. Oh well. It's just a whole bunch of people on bikes, and the bikes are all lit up with bright lights, and they have music playing and that sort of thing. We call it the bike rave. Maybe we'll come upon them again at another time. They just cruise up and down streets, just wanting to be seen, I guess. Looks like they're going over to Yonge and Dundas by the looks of it. Too many stupid cars blocking the view of the bike rave. Stupid bulky cars. Maybe they'll go south down Yonge Street and we can intercept them.
Tan antipática.
The McMaster Marauders. It's kind of a badass name. I don't think that's offensive, is it? Marauders? Some people seem to think Raiders is an offensive name for a sports team nowadays. But what about Marauders? Is Marauders okay? Marauders of the Lost Ark. It's a very tall lady. Ian McLeod, right? Looks like the temperature's going down according to the weather vane on the Canada Life building up there. The lights are moving downward, which means the temperature should be going down. Right, financial district. Got a lot of traffic on Bay Street in the financial district. Where's everybody going, or where are they coming from? Yeah, the Sloan show was fun, Gertish. It's just a short set they played. Ugh, I can't stand here. It's hot steam coming out of the grate there. Ugh. Steamy. I'm not a fan of hot steam. I'm trying to live stream. It's a live steam. Oh no. Got a new restaurant opening here. Yeah, they were good, Chris. They're always good, in my opinion. Hey, Felicity. Glad you could make it. Yeah, Old City Hall was chiming there a few minutes ago. That's what those bells were. Yeah, this is the walking channel, Michael. It's not a food review channel. Unless I'm doing a stream with Felicity. But then we only review junk food. But I don't do food content for the most part. Every now and again, maybe I'll do a little video where I try something at a restaurant, but it's very rare. It's not my thing. I'm not really too into that. Right, Yogi? said it before, I'm not a fan of watching other people eat food on live streams, so I don't want to subject other people to watching me eat food. It's not a pretty sight. It's not something anyone would want to see. Me scrunching up my face, chomping down on things with food stuck to the corner of my mouth. Making gross chewing noises. How was that entertaining? Hey Cynthia, hello. You'll keep that in mind, Felicity? Yeah, that video you recorded of me trying the donut at Krispy Kreme, Felicity, I look absolutely disgusting as I'm chomping away on that donut. No one has to see that. I guess that was for your eyes only, and my eyes watching the video and being appalled at what I saw. All right, deal. You can do all the inhaling. I get dripped on. Some water or something dripped down on me from up there. I hope it was water. I don't know. We're on King Street. Hey PD, you're very welcome. Glad I'm able to show you around tonight. Music coming from King Taps. Music, music. Maybe I'll cross the street. Yeah, my sister's doing all right. I talked to her a few days ago. I think she tried to call me today, but I missed her call, so I'm gonna give her a call back maybe tomorrow. Courtyard here at the Toronto Dominion Centre. Let's check out all the towers here. better than the Young and Bluer one I did earlier. Hey, Donkey, hello. Hey, Steven, how you doing? We're heading west on King West. I'd rather not get into that, Christos. Just I have rules for the chat. And if someone breaks the rules, I won't ban them right away. I'll say, hey, don't do that. Give them a warning, maybe a couple warnings, maybe even a few warnings. But if it's more than a few warnings and it continues, then you know what might happen. It's not something I like to do. Hey, Mark. I don't have many rules to my chat, like almost anything goes really. But there are a few things I don't want to see, too much of.
Super cute.
Well, that sounds delightful, Felicity. Hey, Varshil, hello. But I didn't want to do it, but it had to be done. Hey, wow, Carmageddon, $20. For a trip up Bathurst, check out food joints and give my honest opinions. Yeah, I've done some walks along Bathurst. Are you talking about the Orthodox Jewish part of Bathurst? Because to me that's a pretty interesting area, and I'll probably be going back to that area again. But thank you very much for the generous Super Carmageddon and for the suggestion. Cheers. Very much appreciated. Thank you very kindly. from the lake to as far as I can go. That's pretty far. Yeah, I can do a stream sometime where I just walk up Bathurst until I don't want to walk anymore, I guess. It's easy just to hop on the Bathurst bus, right? And take it down to the subway afterwards. The Bathurst bus is very frequent. You don't have to wait very long. I don't know about trying all the food places though, but definitely walk up Bathurst though. But there are some good restaurants in the Orthodox neighborhood along Bathurst. All right, you have that job, Felicity. Hey, Toronto's doo-wop music guy. Quad mods, right? And if you walk up Bathurst far enough, you end up in Vaughan. Or Thornhill, I guess that part of Vaughan is called Thornhill, right? Alma Combo, well, it's back in trouble again. It reopened with a new look and a new format, but apparently it fell back into financial troubles. I'm not sure if it's open now or closed at the moment. Here's that Walk of Fame I showed in my recent video. This is the King Street part here. Oh, and check out a purple Roy Thompson Hall. Welcome, Math Doctor. Yeah, hopefully if it gets reopened, it goes back to how it was before. The whole fancy sort of format they had that failed is just not right for the Alma Combo. It should be a bit divey, you know? Just a divey place to go and catch some local bands and that sort of thing, or some touring bands that aren't too big yet. Is this thing again? Like the Silver Dollar. Yeah, the Silver Dollar reopened in a new space at the old location, but a new building was built there, but they made a space for the Silver Dollar to return, and it is open now there again. And I think there are some shows happening there of late. I'm not sure what the atmosphere is like though. But it was sort of like that too, like the old Alma Combo was sort of divey. It's hard to recreate that atmosphere in a brand new building like it's located in now, but hey Joey, what's up? I don't know if I'll make it that far, Joey. I probably won't make it even like much further than Steele's if I were to do that walk. What's up, Lord of Arc Midnight? Yeah, Toronto has lots of nice, or did have, I guess it still does, but not as many now, but it always had lots of good divey sort of bars to check out live bands and that sort of thing. There's still a pretty good scene in town for that. Along Queen Street, there's a bunch of places that are still going. Like the Bovine Sex Club, the Cameron House, the Horseshoe, the Rivoli. Got the Rex for jazz or blues. And there are other ones. Velvet Underground, I think, just closed, but hopefully it'll reopen under new ownership. Some nice tunage. I'm not sure about Jump, Suzanne. I'm not sure about that one. But I think Toronto is doing pretty well compared to a lot of other cities in terms of what it still has to offer in terms of live music and that sort of thing. Bars that feature live music. It's a pretty strong scene here, right? Maybe the best in Canada. Hey, Choppy, hello. Hey, Neville, hello. A lot of those nightclubs probably would have closed down anyway, though, because that sort of big mega club thing just lost popularity over the years. But the condo infusion didn't help, that's for sure. But now it's a lot more densely populated and lively around here, like at all hours of the day, not just at night on the weekend, right? When it was just a club district. Now you got people out and about in the daytime too. Receive, hello.
Remember the one store you went to? best guy.
Let's walk down Pearl Street. Kind of like a back alley quality to the street here. Yeah, nightclubs tend to come and go. Much more so than like an old dive bar type place. Those places can stay open for decades, right? Decades and decades, they stay in business. A big nightclub, big fancy nightclub might be around for like 5 years, as Suzanne said. Say what? Yeah, that's been around for a while, right? Hear the violin guy again. Yeah, this street here is a bit of a noir sort of quality to it, right? Yeah, same here, Stephen. If you go to King west of Spadina, oh, check it out. What's that? If you go to King west of Spadina on a Friday, Saturday night, it's like that. Tons of people out partying, lots of public drunkenness, some brawls and fights and even shootings and things like that have been known to happen after all the bars let out. Tons of police trying to wrangle all the drunk people. Can't see what cars are coming because these parked cars here make it hard to see. The way the street is set up with the cars parked there, you can't see the oncoming traffic until basically it's I'm about to hit you, right? Here's University Avenue. Hey, Mitchell. You always think someone's going to jump me? Well, it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, still live, James. Yeah, we got a bunch of hospitals up ahead. So we're bound to see people in scrubs. That's a show I should rewatch, you know, Scrubs. That was a good show. For a while, anyway, until it wasn't. The last season was pretty weird. Yeah, I've been to the UK. Todd Fuller. And I went to London, I went to Brighton, I went to Folkestone. But I want to go back and I want to go to Liverpool. Liverpool. Home of the Fabs, you know, that's right. Liverpool, 200 miles northwest of London. Nothing much ever came from Liverpool except for British soccer teams and comedians. The city droned on wearily in post-war Britain, a nation nostalgic for its triumphant past, threadbare and tired in its present. For a boy growing up in Liverpool, the future was no brighter than that which his father had faced, or his father's father. In 1956, in fact, there was little to suggest that out of this provincial seaport would come 4 young men and a musical revolution that would captivate and change the world. Paul, Ringo, George, and John. Yeah, I saw Abbey Road. I'm feeling the heat now, I tell ya. It's not super humid, but it's still a warm night. And it's pretty hot once you've been walking around for a while.
I think if one is bad,
Jack CW. Hot Night in the City. Is that a Billy Idol song? Or was that Hot in the City? Hot in the City. Hey, later, Choppy. Have a good night. Look at all the lights. Hey, Imran Shankar, hello. It's only 9 Celsius? Holy moly. It's still 20 something here. Peter Jones, Peter A. Jones. I don't know, I think it looks pretty nice for the most part, University Avenue. It's a bit sterile, maybe. It has nice streetscaping, nice bike lanes, some nice greenery in the median. The buildings are a bit institutional though. Not much in the way of retail, maybe some restaurants and stores here and there. I got the Duke of Cornwall here. It's 8 where you are, John. Huh. LAB. Yeah, Nick Gilder. He sort of counts as Canadian. I think he was English by birth, but he ended up in Canada. So we're going north again up University. We started going north up Jarvis. Then we went south down Bay. Now we're going north again. And maybe we'll go south again down another street a bit later. Did I miss something back there? Huh. People see something that I didn't see? Kind of a busy night with ambulances going out on calls. Friday night shenanigans taking place around the city. Not Bathurst, that would be Sherborne. Sherborne between Queen and Dundas. I've done a bunch of videos walking through there. Bathurst is pretty tame in comparison. There's really not too much on Bathurst, more than any other street really, in my opinion. Maybe right at Queen and Bathurst there's a little bit of sketchiness on the northwest corner maybe. Hey Juanita, hello. Sick Kids Hospital across the street. They were recently rated #1 in the world as far as specialized hospitals go. #1. Hey, Kyle Walker, hello. And Bill Chow. This is Hospital Row here. It's all hospitals along this stretch. This be Canada. Right in the title, Toronto. It's not Toronto, Ohio, I can tell you that. But there is a Toronto, Ohio if you want to watch streams from there. If they have any. Something tells me no one's live streaming in Toronto, Ohio. Yeah, Ontario, California. And there's a North Bay in both Florida and in California. My hometown, North Bay, Ontario. But there's North Bay, Florida and North Bay, California also. Although it's called North Bay Village in Florida, and it's called the North Bay, as in the north part of San Francisco Bay. They just call it the North Bay, or sometimes just North Bay. I remember years ago I was watching this show called Party of Five. Anyone remember that show? And one of the characters said so-and-so is from North Bay, and I was like, what? And then I realized, oh yeah, Party of Five is set in San Francisco, so they're talking about North Bay, California, north of San Francisco. I should rewatch Party of Five. I'm rewatching an old show from the same time period now by the name of Dawson's Creek. Anyone remember that? And man, Dawson is insufferable. How come the main character of so many shows is the worst character? That's right, Bill. It's basically a suburb of Portland, Oregon, right on the border between Washington and Oregon. Yeah, James Vanderbeek. He has like stage 3 colorectal cancer, I think it is. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it is, but I think it's like stage 3 or something like that. So all the best to him. I might be wrong about the type of cancer, but it was one of those episodes of Party of Five where Bailey and Sarah are living together, but they're not dating anymore, and Bailey is sort of like the handyman of the apartment building that they're living in. Whatever season that was. It was after Bailey got clean. Remember, he became an alcoholic? And then he got clean, and then in the following season, him and Sarah were not dating anymore, but they were roommates, basically. I remember too many things about TV shows from a million years ago. And then Sarah started seeing a new guy, and he was from North Bay. And I was like, hey, I'm from North Bay. Maybe I can date Jennifer Love Hewitt. How's my day been? It's been pretty chill, I would say. Look at this little miniature backhoe. That's what you call these things, right? Look at how small it is. Look how cute it is. These things are usually humongous, but this one is not. It's a Bobcat, the Bobcat brand or whatever. So little. Alright, we're walking up Queen's Park Crescent East right now. Got the legislature across the street. Got the park, Queen's Park, right over there. tell they have the lights on in there, but it's empty. The empty ghost tower of Toronto right there. And it sort of looks like the Ghostbusters building, I always thought. From the big finale of Ghostbusters, you know? And this building is kind of ghostly in its own right, being that it's vacant. It doesn't meet current fire codes, so that building has to remain unoccupied. It's old. It's an old, early skyscraper. Got somebody cruising with some loud tunes here. I don't know what they're going to do with it. It's just nothing, I guess. I don't know if there's any plans to try and bring it up to current code or not. I think they have to install a new stairwell or something. That can't be an easy task in an old building like that. Go for a walk in the cemetery on Halloween. I've done something like that. I live streamed on Halloween at the old cemetery in Cabbagetown before. The Toronto Necropolis, that one. And I also did a haunted live stream where I went to all the places around downtown that are supposedly haunted. Emphasis on the supposedly. But there's a whole list of buildings around downtown that are said to be haunted, so I went to a bunch of them. That was on Halloween Eve. That was kind of fun. I'm not sure, Greg. Maybe he's just up to other things tonight. It is Friday night. Or maybe he's under the weather. I have no idea. Hopefully he's having fun, or all is well in any case. Doug McKenzie, yeah, on SCTV. All right. Because it was deemed that there wasn't enough Canadian content on SCTV to meet standards or whatever, so they created Bob and Doug McKenzie. Just go, you want Canadian content? Here's a couple of hosers. We're going to give you the most over-the-top Canadian content possible. Hey, Hallie Allen, hello. I'm talking about shows. Hello, Beater, if I'm pronouncing that right. LAB knows Bob and Doug McKenzie. Yeah, they were huge, right? For a few years. They were pretty huge. They had that movie, that big movie they made, Strange Brew. Of course, all shot here in Toronto. Capo Cappy, hello. I'm doing A-okay. Cheers. I don't know what advice I can give you really, other than maybe come and visit and see how you like it. These lights are making it a bit hard to see some of the buildings. It's like bright and dark at the same time. Take off to the great white north. It's a beauty way to go. I like the 12 days of Christmas that Bob and Doug did. And a book sale. Now you can get a better look at that building without the lights blinding me so much. Hey, Eduardo, hello.
It was shining directly on North House entrance. Yeah. It opened up just like, what the fuck? So I just see the halo, bro.
Are they filming a show, movie, something? Something is afoot here.
I didn't fumble there. I didn't
Whew. Yeah. Feeling the humidity as light as it is tonight. I'm feeling it. I wonder what they're filming here. There's a bunch of things underway in Toronto right now in terms of TV and film production. I know people have been spotting Reacher, that show Reacher, filming around town in recent days. Not sure what this is. What song, Carmageddon? Are you talking about the Bob and Doug McKenzie song? Take Off to in the Great White North, that one? That one had Geddy Lee singing with them. He did the high parts. Yeah, crikey, I feel that. I don't know if it's just the way things are and will be from now on, or if maybe social media will be brought under control in some way. I have no idea. I don't know. But a lot of people are really messed up these days in ways that they never used to be. And you can blame it pretty much completely on social media. I say this as someone who's a YouTuber. But we know what kind of social media we're talking about. Not so much walking around Toronto. Is that right, crikey? Yep. Hey, back at Bay Street. Crossing Bay.
Don't call me. Don't call me.
Social media wasn't as bad before the algorithms started feeding everything in the way that they do, right? The early days of social media were sort of innocent and charming when feeds were chronologically based and not algorithmically based, right? That's a hard word to say. Like, remember Facebook in its early days? It was so quaint with the poking and the honesty box and all that sort of stuff. Just tagging your friends in funny pictures. Whew. Hot, hot, hot. This is St. Mary Street, the next street down from Charles. Alright, Carmageddon, I'll try. I haven't done too many Canadians though that I can think of, but maybe I'll try to add some. I think Leonard Cohen was maybe the last Canadian, and that band Strange Advance, that 80s band Strange, what can I say it? Strange Advance. Yeah, I don't think I'll be trying Anne Murray. We're on Yonge Street. So now we're going south again.
Where's the change?
Maybe Gertish. I just know I'm heading south down Yonge right now. I never know exactly where I'll end up. There's the Hone Fitness Gym up there. ABC Books is still open. Well, open for business, not open right now. But look at all these new restaurants, right? So many new restaurants here on this part of Yonge Street. Lots of them are open late. It's like a completely different street now than it was even just like 5 years ago. With all the new restaurants, mostly Asian restaurants. Lots of chain restaurants from Taiwan and that sort of thing. And that Kiefer Sutherland, that's pretty cool. Yonge Street in the 90s? I don't know, it was a bit seedy, I think. I mean, it still is, but I think it was seedy in a different way. There were still more sort of adult-oriented type businesses back then on Yonge Street. Things like strip clubs and peep shows and adult video stores and bookstores and that sort of thing. The heyday for all that was in the 70s and 80s, though. It started to die off by the 90s. And all the big record stores were still in operation in the 90s also. Sam's and A&A Records and the big HMV Superstore. Sunrise Records. There was even a Tower Records for a while. But the days of the mega record store just had their time, right? Just like the big mega nightclubs. Things change. The internet basically is what happened. Same with all the peep shows and adult movie theaters and stuff like that. Once the internet came around, a lot of those places just went away. Even though the big mega record stores are mostly all gone, we still have lots of smaller independent record stores around Toronto. Quite a few actually, mostly on streets like Queen and College, and even like Danforth, Roncesvalles, things like that. Not so much on downtown Yonge. Ossington also.
Yeah, the library.
Pretty lively on Yonge Street, wouldn't you say? Look at that little dog. Hey, Jason Curling, $6 for root beer. Cheers to the super chat, Jason. And $6 will also get me another falafel if I go back to that place I went last time. Thank you very kindly for the support, Jason. It is very much appreciated. Puts a spring in my step for sure. Cheers, Jason Curling. Thank you very kindly. Hey, Rod Cook. And Ziggy Phoenix, hello.
She's still gonna budget.
Better late than never, Ziggy. It's the Love Shop. Let's cross to this side. chicken schnitzel, and they have falafel here too. I would say it's silent. I pronounce it Grosvenor. Oh, red light. That guy doesn't give a F-U-C-K. It's like, I'm old, I'm in a mobility scooter. I don't wait for no concerned red lights. Hey, C&D. Hey, cheers, Rod Cook. Hey, thank you very kindly. Nice of you to pop over and check things out here. Hey, Christian Hansen, hello. Lots of people out and about tonight, just walking around. I imagine most of them are going somewhere. Unlike me, I'm just walking around, literally just wandering aimlessly. Hey, Molita, hello. Metalero 1991. Crossing Carlton. Have they like almost finished this job over here? Looks like the sidewalks are almost back to normal here now. It's nice to see. This was all sort of closed off almost like a tunnel for a long time. Hey, Vega 1972. Hello, hello. $2.99 for 6 pieces. That's pretty good, right? Smells good, holy moly. The place smelled so good. Hey, good evening, Lisa. Yeah, that's right, Bill. Definitely one of the liveliest downtowns on the continent, that's for sure. In terms of how many people are just walking around all the time. You really notice that sort of thing when you watch people streaming or doing walking videos in some other cities. They all seem so dead in comparison, I find. Unless it's like New York. Like New York's pretty much the only one that doesn't seem dead in comparison. Or maybe Montreal to some extent. Certain parts of Chicago. Certain parts of San Francisco. But I think after New York, we're probably second for that sort of thing. In terms of busy streets with lots of people over a large area. Like when I went to Montreal last year and recorded and streamed there, it was busy. It was the middle of summer. It was busy, right? But it wasn't as busy as Toronto. It just wasn't. It was a little quieter. Of course, that was just a couple days that I was there, but it was a nice warm summer day on both times I was there. In tourist season too. Yeah, Boston's okay too, but it's definitely not as busy as Toronto. It's more like Montreal. Boston and Montreal are pretty similar, I find. Well, New York has more like 8.5 million to Toronto's 3, but yeah, it's a lot bigger. Unless you want to include metro areas, then it's a whole different story, right? But New York is still bigger. The numbers are way higher, but New York is still bigger, obviously. About 2.5 times bigger than Toronto. Chat. Coming into the Muzak zone, as I call it. I don't think any North American city has as many food delivery cyclists as Toronto does, though. Not even New York. In terms of just how many are just constantly always zipping up and down the streets everywhere at all times. It's sort of out of control here in Toronto, to be honest, with the food delivery cyclists on e-bikes or scooters and that sort of thing. All right. Hey, Alan K's here. Better late than never, Alan. Glad you could make it. On actual Friday Eve, right? I was joking about that earlier. This is the real Friday Eve. Alright, just had to mute this stupidly loud music back there.
He told the resident to storm out and
Hey, Life of Lily, welcome.
Special moment, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, C&D, I agree. Fucking idiot. I just walked into me purposefully, I think. And then I said sorry because I don't know why. Because I'm just a person who does that, I guess. Alright. Unfortunately, there are a lot of low-life dipshit dinguses, you know, who tend to frequent this particular area.
Superchats, like everyone.
Right, Lisa? I mean, it's not as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, most of the time it's fine, right? But you're almost guaranteed, if you spend any amount of time hanging around Yonge and Dundas, you're going to see something. You're going to see somebody doing something erratic. You're going to see someone acting like a complete shithead. You're going to see something. But most of the time, you can just pass through the area and it's perfectly fine. It's definitely not dangerous in the way people make it out to be. Like those over-the-top posts on Reddit and things like that, they make it sound like you're taking your life into your hands if you even walk anywhere in the vicinity of Yonge and Dundas. I think those people haven't left their basement in like 15 years. Hey, thank you, Alan K, for the $2 super sticker. Glad you could join me on this Saturday Eve. Cheers, Alan. Much appreciated.
I wouldn't find, you know, I would find my way out. What a machine.
Holy cow, is that right, Lisa? Yeah. Not really surprised, but unfortunately, that's not something you're or fortunately that's something you're not going to be seeing every day, but you'll see something like that.
You walk inside.
Streaming.
Yeah.
Welcome to Toronto.
Hey.
Is that how much we have so far?
Everyone was casual about it. Yeah, I don't like to sugarcoat Toronto. I know it's got a lot of problems, a lot of issues. But I also don't like to make it out to be some sort of Gotham City either. Like you see some YouTube channels that try to paint Toronto as some sort of dystopian hellscape or something. Those are just rage bait channels that cater to pea-brains for the most part, right? It's generally a pretty safe city. Most people walk around all day and everything's perfectly fine. Everything is fine most of the time when you take the subway also. Like I saw a channel today on YouTube where the thumbnail was like, Toronto is literally Gotham. Like that was the title of the thumbnail for the video. And it was one of these guys who reacts to other people's videos where they just trash Canada or trash Toronto and they blame it all on, you know, the government, the current government or whatever, right? Like nothing bad ever happened when another government was in place. Only when the government they don't like is in place, then everything goes to hell. It's just such a stupid black and white thinking, you know? These people don't understand nuance. They don't understand how the world works. They join their team and they're just sticking to it. And they don't understand big cities, that's right. They think if another person was prime minister, then we'd be living in some sort of utopia. Well, no, everything would be pretty much the same, right? And that's my rant for the night, I guess. Yeah, same, Lisa, same.
Are you streaming?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Enjoy your stream.
Thanks, man, thanks. We're on Shooter Street. Alright, now we're going north again. So we went north up Jarvis, then along Bloor to Bay, then south down Bay, then along King and up to Pearl, and then over to University, then north up University, and then back over to Yonge and south down Yonge, and now north up Church. So geez, we've been just going north and south, north and south, north and south. Mainly all the parallel streets that run north and south basically have been where I've been walking this time. Hey, William Newport, hello. Watching from Erie, Pennsylvania. I guess for anyone who might have joined recently and wondered what they missed, well, now you know where I was. And anyone who might have joined recently, maybe, who hasn't subscribed yet, by all means, hit the subscribe. I don't even think I mentioned this once yet during the stream. So by all means, hit all the buttons. Like, share, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. If you subscribe, you can come and say hi in the chat if you want, but you don't have to. But I will say hello if you do. And hit the notification bell if you do subscribe also. So be notified when I do my next live stream or post a pre-recorded video. Because every day I either do a stream or post a pre-recorded video. So every single day there's something new. Jason Curling. Thank you, Jason. Does YouTube convert Canadian dollars? You wonder how multiple currency works. It shows me the value in the currency that you're located in. Sometimes I know what it is, sometimes I don't. But thank you for the supers, Jason Curling, much appreciated. And Stewie has joined the chat with a generous $20 super. Nice stroll around, Ken. Thank you very much, Stewie, also once again for all your awesome support. And Billy T, also $3. Wow, got a little flurry of support there. Jason Curling, Stewie, and Billy T. Thank you to all three of you for the generous support. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the walk. We just passed 3 hours actually. I didn't think I was going to stream this long tonight. Hey, Jane is here. How you doing, Jane? Jane knows where I am and she knows where I might be heading. Let's see if you're right. Let's see if you're right, Jane. Have you been lurking all this time? You lurker. What do we got going on here? A party? Some sort of event on campus here.
Then you have to cross this.
A Moody Blues song, yeah. I'll see what I can do. Elvis Costello is playing where? Where tonight? Oh, at Massey. Okay, I saw the light was turned on tonight. Queens of the Stone Age on the 5th. Whew. I'm pretty coated in a sweaty film after 3+ hours of walking around. But I'm going to wrap it up here. I guess Jane was right. Here at the Metro grocery store. A common ending point for me, being very close to home. This is the closest grocery store to home for me. So I'm going to pop in, grab a few things. The weekend is here. Maybe I'll snack it up. But thank you everyone for joining me on the stream tonight, on a Friday night stream. I had a lot of fun walking up and down all those streets. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you have a good weekend. Hello, Color Purple. And yeah, stay tuned for my next stream. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell, you know, all that stuff. Hit all the buttons. I'll be streaming probably in the next 3 days or so. And I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video tomorrow evening on the channel around 7 or 7:15 p.m. I hope you can catch that one too. There'll be a live chat. The video is not live, but the chat is live, so I'll be in the chat. So hope to see you there for that. And thanks once again to everyone who chatted tonight and watched, even if you were a lurker. Everyone is welcome. And thanks to the mods. We had Yogi in for a while, and then Alan K also made an appearance near the end. Cheers to the mods. And a big thanks to everyone who sent support with the Super Chat, Super Stickers, or any PayPal donations. Thank you very, very much for all the generous donations towards the channel. It definitely helps. And thank you to the channel members too. All right, until next time. I will continue. All right, have a good weekend, everyone. I'll see you maybe tomorrow night in the premiere, right? All right, let's go get some snackage. Gotta get ready for the weekend, yo. All right, night, everyone.